In this video, I will demonstrate the steps to complete the Week 3 Assignment 2, Customizing Forms. In this assignment, you will add a logo to a form and also change its colors and fonts. Step 1 asks you to download and save the logo.png file. I've already done that. Step 2 asks you to download and open the Garden Company 03 Assign 2 file, and you can see that I have that open. Now this file is distinctly different than the one you used in Assignment 1, so be sure to use the file that you download for the assignment. Step 3 asks you to click Enable Content if it appears on the security warning bar. Step 4 asks you to save the file with your name at the end. So you'll click File, Save Database As, and we're going to add a name and click Save. If the Enable Content pops up again, just click Enable Content. Step 5 asks you to complete steps 1 through 5 in the textbook, and that begins on page 86. So step 1 asks you to find the form customers in the navigation pane and right-click to open in Layout View. Step 2 asks you to click on the Design Contextual tab, the Themes group, to find the theme. So it's the Design tab at the top and then Themes. Step 3 asks you to point to each thumbnail to find the design theme Austin, which you will apply in Step 4. So you notice as you hover over each theme, the name will display. You're going to just keep hovering and rolling across until you come to Austin and select that to apply the theme. Step 5 asks you to click in the Header Footer group and click on Logo. Now we're going to skip Step 6 in the textbook, and instead we're going to go to Step 6 in the classroom instructions, which tell you to locate the logo.png file on your computer and then click Open to insert it in the form. So you can see I have the file here, the logo, and I click OK, and it put the logo here on the form. Now we're going to return to the textbook and complete steps 7 through 24. Step 7 asks you to click on the Customer ID label, not the customer name, but the Customer ID label. And then in the Format Contextual tab on the Font group, to choose size 8 for the font size. So up here, you're going to click the Format tab, and then in the size over here, you'll click size 8. Step 9 asks you to click the Customer ID box, and then in the Design tab on the Tools group to click Property Sheet. And this will bring up the property sheet for the form. Step 10 asks you to click on the Format tab. So right here, you can click on the Format tab. Step 11 asks you to click the font size and choose size 8. So right here, you'll choose size 8. Step 12 asks you to set the font weight to bold. So you'll come down here to Font Weight and select Bold. Step 13 asks you to click at the right end of the box of the property sheet on the arrow and select Label 3. Step 14 asks you to repeat Step 11 to change the first name to size 8 font. So you can see when we clicked Label 3, first name was selected. You're going to click here to select the font size of 8. And now on Step 15, they ask you to click on the control at the top left to select all the fields on the form. So you click once there to select all. And step 16 asks you to repeat steps 11 through 12 to set the font size and weight to 8 bold. And now you see we have all the different fields selected. So the font size is going to be 8, and the font weight will be bold. Step 17 asks you to set the back style property to normal. So up here for back style, you'll select normal. Step 18 asks you to change the back color. So you're going to click on the back color. You click the 3 little dots there to bring up the color palette. And step 19 asks you to click the 3rd box, which is the light green background 2. So this is light green background 2. So you'll click that. Step 20 asks you to select the special effect property and change it to shadowed. And also to change the border color to green accent 1. So you'll click on the border color, click on that 3 dots to get the color palette, and they say it's number 5 down, which would be this green. You want green accent 1. Step 21 asks you to click anywhere in the form to deselect the selected controls. So you'll click right over here and click anywhere in the form. Step 22 asks you to click on the first name label, so not in the name text box, but on the label first name, and then in the property sheet, in the caption, to change first name to have a space in between, so it's 2 words, and then you can press enter. Step 23 asks you to repeat that same step for the last name and the phone number. So for last name, you click on the last name label, click between last and name, add a space, and press enter. And we'll scroll down here to see the phone number. And you click between phone and number, and this should just say phone. So we'll delete number and press enter. On step 24 asks you to click Save on the Quick Access toolbar up here. So you'll click Save. That'll save the design of the form. And then you're going to close the customer form and the property sheet. Returning to the classroom instructions, step 8 asks you to close the database file, and if you're prompted to save it, to say yes, and then to submit the file to the Week 3 Assignment 2 Dropbox.